Thanks, Cece. Seats for today's game are still available both on the Twins website and the resale site SeatGeek. In fact, the Twins wildcard game is once again the top trending game on SeatGeek. Tickets there start around $36. On the Twins website, there are a few tickets left. Those are starting around $71. When the Twins take the field this afternoon, it will be noticeably cooler. We're seeing a big change since yesterday, aren't we, Ben?
Yeah, absolutely, Lauren. From shorts and t-shirts to maybe sweater weather, we're kind of on that edge right now as temperatures are in the mid-60s. If you are heading to the game today, I do have your game day forecast for game 2 of this wildcard series. Temperatures low to mid-60s. It'll feel cooler with a breezy west wind about 10 to 15 miles per hour, about 20 degrees cooler than yesterday. And again, first pitch is just after 3:30. These are current temperatures, 65 degrees in the metro, and with that strong westerly wind, you look west, see those cooler temperatures? That's what's pretty much headed our way over the next few days, as we are about 15 to even 25 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. That's that strong cold front that moved through. We are also tracking a few spotty showers, mainly north and east of the Twin Cities, and we do have a couple of chances for small amounts of rain in the coming days. We'll track those rain showers and let you know more about these cooler temperatures coming up. Lauren?
All right, Ben, thank you. Right now, more than 75,000 healthcare workers are part of what's being called the largest healthcare strike in U.S. history. Frontline workers like nurses and EMTs currently working under a union were unable to negotiate a new contract with Kaiser Permanente. That strike affects mostly western states, including California and Colorado, plus a couple East Coast areas. Minnesota, however, not part of that strike. The workers are asking for better pay, job protection, and solutions to labor shortages. Kaiser Permanente says negotiations will be open around the clock until an agreement is reached. The picketers are expected to return to work by Saturday. Right now, people from different unions around our state are joining United Auto Workers outside of the Stellantis plant in New Hope. For nearly 2 weeks now, UAW members of the Stellantis facilities in New Hope and Plymouth have been on the picket line as part of a nationwide strike. The latest report from Anderson Economic Group shows so far the UAW strike has cost nearly $4 billion. Today, work on Capitol Hill is put on hold as Republican representatives look for their next House Speaker. In a vote last night, lawmakers kicked Kevin McCarthy out of his spot. It's the first time a House Speaker has been voted out. 8 Republicans and all of the Democrats voted to remove McCarthy just days after McCarthy joined with Democrats to pass a spending bill to avoid a government shutdown, drawing anger from far-right members of his own party. Now the House will need to elect a new speaker. Developing now, 5 people are hurt after a mass shooting at Morgan State University. NBC's Ken Delanian is at the historically black college in Baltimore with what we know so far.
The community here at Morgan State University in Baltimore is reeling after a terrifying shooting last night that wounded 5 people, including 4 students here at the university. Everyone survived, were taken to hospitals and treated for their injuries, and police say the shooter or shooters remains at large. This happened around 9:25 p.m. last night amid homecoming week celebrations, and the campus went into lockdown as SWAT teams and federal agents responded until about midnight, at which point that lockdown was lifted. Police said they didn't think there was a dangerous active shooter situation remaining. This is the 3rd year in a row that homecoming celebrations here at Morgan State were marred by gunfire. Baltimore's mayor lamenting what he says is an epidemic of gun violence in the United States. Classes canceled here today. Back to you.
It's an emotional day in Ramsey County Court as the family of a St. Paul youth hockey coach who was murdered just finished speaking to the court about their loss. This happened at the sentencing hearing for the teen who pulled the trigger. 17-year-old Clee Swee was just sentenced to 25.5 years for shooting and killing 44-year-old Michael Brazel in an attempt to steal his wife's car. In August, Swee pleaded guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder. Today in court, he gave a long apology, saying he hopes to come out of prison a better person. Take a look at this video now. Police are still searching for the driver who led them on a chase on Highway 77 in Richfield. Bloomington police say they spotted the stolen BMW yesterday afternoon. Now, they believe it's connected to a robbery in Dakota County. When officers tried to pull the driver over on Cedar Avenue, they took off. Officers attempted a pit maneuver to stop the car on Highway 77, but the driver got away. In just about an hour, expect your phone to go off, and if your TV or radio are on, those will also send out an alert. It's part of a nationwide test from FEMA. The emergency alert system and the wireless emergency test alerts are scheduled for 1:20 this afternoon. State officials say this is meant to help improve alerts for severe weather and local emergencies as well as national ones.
These aren't done on a daily basis. So for the folks that have the responsibility to disseminate them, there's a learning curve, and the more often that they're tested, the more likely they are to be reliable and efficient in a real incident.
Now again, that testing begins at 1:20 and will continue to broadcast for 30 minutes, so your phone could receive the alert anytime between 1:20 and 1:50. If you need to make any trips to Golden Valley over the next several days, you may need a new route. When we come back, the closure impacting Highway 55 and how you can get around it. Plus a look ahead to a wonderland coming to the area where you can find ice castles this winter.